I live and breathe the fact that I don't want to use coercive means ever. Like, I want you to be inspired with positive reinforcement, because there's a big difference between working to avoid punishment and people working under duress where you're threatened, like I better show up to work at this time or else I'm going to lose my job. There's that kind of bullying of employees, and then there's inspiring people through positive stuff. My goal, and I think the goal of behavioral science, is to change the game where a lot of it started with Aubrey Daniels talking about discretionary effort. When you're threatened, when you're doing things out of threats, you know, to not lose your job or something like that, you're going to do the bare minimum. No matter how much you love kids, no matter how much stuff happens in life, a kid is sick at home, so you got to do the bare minimum at work to help your child or your sister or your mother. So, but by being coerced constantly to do things by threats, you're going to do the bare minimum. No matter how much you love learners, that's just the way it is in the long run. You're going to do the bare minimum. I don't care how much you say you love what you do. If you're threatened constantly, you're going to be under duress, you're going to do the bare minimum. Now, when you're inspired by bigger things, like positive reinforcement and figuring out your niche, then you're going to engage in discretionary effort. You're going to go above and beyond, and you're going to have like peak performance. Nick Weatherly said it best. He was like, I saw him at a conference, and he was like, behavior science's value to the world, that he's like the ROI, or the return on investment for behavior science, is the difference between this, which is negative reinforcement, threats, coercion, and this, which is positive reinforcement. And this is like, there's this space right here is the value of behavioral science. So there will be times where you might receive a message and it feels threatening, or it feels like coercion, but the point would never be to bully anyone. I can't stand bullies. I really, really dislike bullies. I don't like making people feel uncomfortable. I really dislike that. I like people really feeling inspired and good about themselves. So just know that about me, and Isaac's the same way.